I apologize that this video is made a little bit in a hurry. So Twitter user I don't care who has created a Twitter post in which he shows you the link learn more about toolbars and extensions I discovered way back in December about Internet Explorer. So what he does is he opens Control Panel, navigates to Internet Options, and from here he finds the Manage Add-ons thing. Well, here's a much easier way to open Internet Explorer by just clicking on the Help button up here. So, as you can see, a new window with Internet Explorer has been opened just by simply clicking on the Help button. Much easier than trying to find some settings and some confusing menus here and then clicking on some link, to land you on some kind of page. It's much easier to just click on the Help button up here. And now, because you can't pin this thing to the taskbar start or anyway, even if you pin it to the taskbar, I believe it will open Edge, because that is how they changed the behavior of ie.Explorer.exe. But now I'm going to create a PowerShell script with a COM object so that I can pin it to the taskbar. So let's just open Notepad here and I'll show you the code. This is the code. Let me just remove word wrap. So you start a URL about tabs. This is a great home page, if I can describe it this way. Then you start a new COM object, which is Internet Explorer. Then it's visible, of course, and then you navigate to this URL thing, which is the about tabs. Now let's save this. I'm gonna just save it somewhere in my. Let's save it in the documents folder. You want to save it as something.ps1 so that it's a PowerShell script. Then you go to your documents folder, which can be set in the start menu, by the way. Then you can run this script with PowerShell. There's probably going to be a message about the execution policy. I think you have to press A, and then here's Internet Explorer, of course, as you can see. So now you create a shortcut of this a.ps1 file, as you can see in the shortcut wizard. Then name it Internet Explorer. Then you can optionally change the icon. I mean, it will still open with Notepad, by the way, so you will have to create a shortcut that runs this script with PowerShell. So for this to work, you have to go to the properties of this shortcut and then add the following thing to the target. You have to bypass PowerShell's execution policy by typing in PowerShell execution policy bypass with file and the shortcut to this file. Apply it, and now when you run it, Internet Explorer will open. And you can also in the properties you can minimize the window. It will not minimize IE, it will just minimize the PowerShell window here, as you can see, so that IE can open. Now you can change the icon, which is fairly simple. You go to change icon and then you go to system32 IE frame.dll so that you can select the Internet Explorer icon, and then when you apply, the changes, Internet Explorer can open with the Internet Explorer icon here. So now you can pin to start and to taskbar by clicking on pin to start and by showing more options and then pinning to taskbar. Now, as you can see, it will pin it to taskbar, and when you open it, it will open on the taskbar. It can't open in the same icon because this is a script. It will open in a separate icon, but at least you can pin it to the taskbar, and you can also open it to Start, like this. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry I was a little bit annoyed and angry about that Twitter user, because I don't really like social media, except, YouTube, which I don't really consider a social media. I use it more like a vlog. So anyway, please subscribe, share with a friend, and I'll see you in the next one.